Apple. Apple is the top choice in the high-end segment. The iPhone is not just a phone, it is a symbol of luxury, designed with quality materials, always leading trends, and sought after by a huge user community. But the real core point is the tight integration into the Apple ecosystem. The performance power and the iOS operating system are perfectly optimized for the hardware, ensuring no lag and extremely long-term updates. In terms of security, this is one of the most strictly moderated devices, reducing the risk of malware. And of course, the video recording capability. Especially the Pro line, which is always rated as one of the most stable and best mobile devices currently available. The trade-off is a significantly more expensive price tag compared to its Android competitors. Next, it is a closed ecosystem. Transferring data out to Windows or Android is often more complicated. Official repair costs are also very high, without the AppleCare Plus warranty package. And finally, you cannot expand the storage. You are forced to pay more for the higher capacity version from the start. Samsung. Mentioning the Android world means mentioning Samsung. They are the largest Android phone manufacturer in the world, covering every segment. From the budget A series, the high-end S series, to the pioneering Z Fold series. They run Android with the One UI interface and connect everything through the SmartThings open ecosystem. Samsung's dynamic AMOLED screen, even in the mid-range segment, is always rated as vibrant and having top-tier brightness. They currently commit to the best software updates in the Android world, often 4 OS versions and 5 years of security, surpassing even Google. And the hardware diversity. From the unique S Pen on the Ultra line, PC-like multitasking with DeX, to the superior optical zoom camera. In return, the software experience. The One UI interface is complained about as being heavy and pre-installing many apps that duplicate Google's, causing storage consumption and shutter lag. This is a persistent issue on high-end models, making it easy to blur fast-moving subjects like children or pets. Galaxy phones depreciate significantly faster than competitors like the iPhone. Xiaomi. Xiaomi is the king of price-to-performance ratio. This is one of the top 3 largest phone manufacturers in the world. To cover the market, they separate their brands clearly. The Xiaomi line for the high-end segment competing with Apple, Poco as the flagship killers targeting youth and gamers, and Redmi as the main device line dominating the mid-range and budget segments. The advantage, and always, low price for high performance. Users feel they are getting a good deal when buying their products. Next, charging technology, Hypercharge. Speeds of 67W to 120W are often available in the mid-range segment, allowing a full battery charge in just 20-30 minutes. In terms of specs, they always lead. High refresh rate screens, the latest chips in the Poco F segment, and massive 200MP sensor cameras. Finally, the extremely diverse Mi Home ecosystem, connecting all the home appliances in your house. The disadvantages. First, the software, HyperOS, is still quite weak. International users complain about minor bugs, inconsistency, and sometimes delayed notifications. There are still ads in the operating system. Although they can be turned off, they are sometimes annoying. Finally, mid-range cameras. Despite having very high MP specs, the actual image processing quality often loses to competitors in the same price range. Motorola. Mentioning Motorola means mentioning the leading brand in the budget segment in markets like the US. Their real strength is not in flagships, but in the budget and mid-range segments. Their philosophy is very clear. Provide a clean stock Android experience, no bloatware, accompanied by exclusive smart gestures at a competitive price. The Moto G series is the absolute flagship product, dominating the shelves in the under $400 segment. The noteworthy advantages. First, and most mentioned, is the clean software. No heavy custom interfaces or ads, it runs fast, smooth, and simple. Durability is highly rated by users. Moto gestures. Actions like double chop to turn on the flashlight and twist wrist to open the camera are considered extremely useful utility features that users love. Battery life. The Moto G power line is famous for its 2 to 3 day endurance. Regarding Motorola's weak points,
The biggest and most obvious complaint is the software update policy. While competitors commit to 4 to 7 years, Moto often only provides 1 to 2 OS updates, and security patches are also very slow. The camera quality in the mid-range and budget segments is always considered weak, with poor image processing capabilities, especially in low light conditions.
Google Pixel. The Google Pixel is the phone by Google device line. This is not a phone that races in hardware specs. Initially, it was born to showcase the best stock Android experience. But ever since having its self-designed Tensor chip, Pixel has transformed, focusing completely on becoming the smartest phone, prioritizing AI and computational photography. The biggest advantage? The camera experience. The ability to just point and shoot produces an excellent photo almost instantly without editing, with skin tone processing being very highly rated. The Pixel experience. A clean, smooth interface with no bloatware. It integrates exclusive AI features that are extremely useful in real life, like Call Screen, Live Translate, or Magic Eraser. And of course, this is the phone that receives Android updates first and is committed to long-term support. In return, what do you have to trade off? First, raw performance. The Tensor chip is optimized for AI, but when playing heavy games, it falls behind competitors from Apple or Snapdragon. This chip is also complained about for heating up quickly when recording 4K video or handling heavy tasks. Battery life is often only rated as average. And finally, the charging speed is very slow compared to competitors in the same segment. Infinix. Infinix is a sub-brand of Transition, completely redefining the budget segment. Their strategy is unbelievable value, bringing high-end features like 144Hz screens, 100W superfast charging, or diverse designs down to a price point that competitors cannot match. Their high-end, Zero, segment is only priced equivalent to Samsung's mid-range, while their mainline, Note Pro, hovers around the $300 mark. The strong point is the price. No brand, not even Xiaomi, can offer a budget device line with such a beautiful design and performance as they do. All-round fast charge technology. They popularize 70 to 100W fast charging and even wireless charging, MagCharge, down to the under $300 segment. Finally, their phones often look very expensive, using bright, beautiful 120Hz or 144Hz AMOLED screens even in the budget segment. In return, first and biggest is the XOS software. International reviewers uniformly criticize XOS as being too heavy, full of ads and bloatware, slowing down the user's experience. Next, the software update policy is almost non-existent. Many models may only receive one OS update, if lucky, and security patches are very slow or non-existent. Finally, the actual camera quality. Despite having massive MP specs, the image processing software is very poor, producing low-quality photos and very bad night shots. Realme. A direct competitor to Redmi, Realme is a brand aimed straight at Gen Z with a clear philosophy, Dare to Leap. Their positioning is to bring flagship design at a mid-range price. They pioneer bringing premium materials like vegan leather and SuperVOOC fast charging down to the budget and mid-range segments, which are their main markets, with device lines ranging from 150 to 550. Realme phones often give a more premium feel and appearance than their price tag. Charging technology. Shared from Oppo, SuperVOOC fast charging has always been one of the fastest charging technologies on the market. They often dare to equip expensive hardware, like a periscope telephoto lens, which is usually only on flagships, into their $500 Number Pro line. In return, the Realme UI software. Although based on ColorOS, the international version is criticized for having a lot of pre-installed bloatware to reduce the product's cost. The second major weakness is the update policy. They are often slow to update and have short software support times, falling far behind competitors like Samsung or Google. Finally, while the main and telephoto cameras are very good, the secondary cameras like ultra-wide or macro are often of very low quality. Huawei. Huawei is a complicated story. Once the world's #1 phone manufacturer, competing directly with Apple and Samsung on cameras. But after the 2019 ban, everything changed.
Currently, in the international market, Huawei positions itself as a super premium brand, selling devices in limited quantities and focusing on a single message: master of camera hardware with an independent software experience. What is undeniable? The quality of the camera hardware. Even without Leica, the self-developed XMage technology is still ahead of the market, with 1-inch sensors, variable apertures, and incredible telemacro capabilities. Build quality. Huawei phones always feel luxurious to hold, with premium materials and durable designs. Their fast charging technology also remains very competitive. A fatal and largest drawback: no Google Services, GMS. This means no Play Store, no Google Maps, no Gmail, and importantly, no banking or ride-hailing apps that require GMS to function. The App Gallery alternative still lacks Western apps. Workaround solutions like Gbox are often slow, unstable, and pose security risks. Furthermore, many international flagships do not have 5G and are priced at or above the iPhone despite lacking basic software functions.